Kinfo. Let me see what it's talking about. Let me see what it's talking about. Today, just want to stop through and give y'all a very, very, very special episode. As you can see, it's called Why I Won't Be at Church Sunday. So, I just want y'all to, sit back. Um, some of y'all probably laying down at this moment. Rest of y'all, when y'all play it back, just want you to pull up a chair to the round table. We about to chop it up. So for me, just to give a little briefing, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to a few of my bros about the backgrounds that we come from, and when did we recognize we was coming into ourselves or coming into consciousness. A lot of us come from a background of church, so I felt like it's very important that we relate to each other as much as possible, as well as relate to each other our experiences. And for me, even given the positions that I took in church, not too many people ask me, why am I not at church? You feel me? It was more or less, you need to go to church Sunday. You need to do this. You need to do that. But never asking, why did you stop doing this when you took it to this extreme, or you didn't maybe. Some of us stayed in the pews, you feel me? But be that as it may, without further ado, I got my little brother on this duo, uh, Melvin. Is your
What's
is your
good?
is your is your ready to come in? Drop a little something. Oh yeah, we got a little spice for y'all too. So don't think we ain't gonna drop a little bit of these flat earth facts in this thing. You know what I'm saying? While we talking about this, I think a lot of people think that shit is obsolete when you talking about religion. So I look forward to little bro dropping this good heat for y'all. Hope you got your plates and your utensils. It's time to cook. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, shit, what you want me to start at? Why I ain't going to church this Sunday?
Okay, let me place it to you like this. Hmm. First, let's get basic. You know what I'm saying? How old were you when you decided, like, man, I don't think I'm gonna die if I don't pray tonight? Like, I know that's
Uh,
simple. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
like,
Well,
it's very some. Go ahead.
yeah. I don't know if I ever took that stance,
Uh huh.
but I did. I definitely took the stance of, man, I think God gonna be okay with me if I don't
Right.
go to church and if I don't pay these tithes.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely took the stance probably at about age. Let's see, it was before me and Denise got together, so I would have been like 19 to 20, right there in that range.
Okay. Okay. Now
So
hold on. How old was you when you and Denise got together? Cause I'm like, hold on. This nigga said, him
we
and
got
Denise.
together. I was 21.
Dang, bro, it's been a minute.
Yeah,
It's
well,
been a
like
minute.
I had just, yeah, I had just turned 21 though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
nigga, yeah, I stopped.
All
I
right, let
stopped.
me clarify that question because for me, like growing up, our parents used to make us say our prayers every night. You feel me? And a lot of times in our prayers, it was like, "Be with me in case I don't wake up," or different things like "Watch over me at night." You know what I mean? So nothing bad happened to you, type of thing. So, like for me, when I first started getting to the point where I felt like it was unnecessary to worry or pray, it was more or less maybe shucks. That's really something to think about. You feel me? Like maybe
Hard to put a finger on that one.
you feel me. I want to say it was just a little bit before Ava was born. You feel me? So I started sitting there really analyzing what I was gonna teach her, being my first child. You feel me? And how I was gonna raise her. And at that point, it was like that's when I really started questioning what I had been doing up until that point. And in the research that I was doing was basically starting with the Bible. You feel me? Utilizing the Bible to make me focus more on my intentions. Utilizing my time with reading the Bible to focus more on what these stories is really saying or what they wasn't saying. You feel me? Through reading, I ain't gonna lie. I tell people all the time through my studies of the Bible. I study myself completely out of the commercialized religion. You feel me? I feel like most people are still stuck in certain things because they're not actively practicing it, except for on the traditional days they're set aside. You feel me? Um, so let's think. Let's see. The next question I got though, as far as why, you know what I'm saying, you won't be at church this Sunday. Um, how does, like, this might seem like it's a little bit left field, spin, but how does flat Earth relate to religion, or is there any connection at all?
Uh,
I know I'm jumping.
there's no connection between flat Earth and
Hmm.
religion. There's a connection between the globe and religion.
Hmm.
There's a connection between flat Earth and what I would like to call true spirituality, right? So with the flat Earth, you know what I'm saying. At least for people who, you know what I'm saying, don't stop asking questions, right? Because some people like to get in that, that comfort zone and just, be happy with, the things that make them happy. And they don't want to let go of all their beliefs. Uh so I mean, and that's understandable. We all gotta grow at certain rates. But for me, that religion thing, you know what I'm saying, once I got on this flat earth thing, I went extra hard on religion at the same time.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, what you'll come to learn without going too deep into that is that this place is, way more special than what was taught. You know, it's nothing like what they say it is, and we can tap into and, you know do a whole lot more. Uh, but you know, we gotta understand true spirituality versus these patriarchal religions. You know what I'm saying, in a
Okay.
nutshell. Yeah.
I definitely feel you on that. I want to say shout out to the family that's in watching. You feel me? I want to encourage y'all to jump in the chat room, hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you know you can chime in anytime. We definitely be having open panels. But my next transition, bro, was what makes a person not willing to let go of these beliefs or these traditions that no longer serve, you know what I'm saying, no longer serve them.
I
Or
mean,
they learn that they have been converted to all the while. You feel me?
yeah, I mean, the only thing that's really gonna get you there is if you really want to know the truth.
Hmm.
Nothing else is gonna, you know what I'm saying, really motivate you to, you know, to be interested to even looking into it. I can tell you all day, um, all the reasons why this can't be true and that can't be true. But if you ain't interested, then, you know, I'm just
Right.
talking to the deaf man, So
Hmm.
it's up to the person to, want to know the truth. A lot of people say, well, why does it matter if the earth is flat? Why does it matter, religions or whatever, Uh, hell, that's like saying, why, if it doesn't matter whether the earth is flat or round, then why try to convince me one way or another? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Right.
Same with religion. Why tell me this if it ain't that? You know what I'm saying? So like that's just you know, that question's that's a weird question to even ask anybody. Like, why would it matter? Uh, why wouldn't it matter? You know. So
Hold on, bro. Um, having a few technical difficulties, I think. Feel like I ain't live. Well, at least I can't see my screen at the moment. Because I was definitely about to ask you, um, about how you feel like it's a connection
You live
between.
on my end,
Okay.
on my
Well,
phone.
how you feel like there's a connection between the globe and the Bible? I mean, worst come to worst, I remember to ask you that again.
Say that again.
Remember earlier you stated, because I was asking you, like, do you feel like there's a connection between the Bible and flat Earth? And you was like, nah, I feel like there's more of a connection between the globe and flat Earth. I mean, the globe and the
Right.
Bible. So I was just gonna, ask you to, pinpoint why you feel like there's a connection.
Okay. Well, I need to double back real quick because man, I got something in my eye. Y'all gotta forgive me. But
Get your shit
uh,
together. Why?
I know, right? Uh, I gotta step back for a second and address one thing.
What's
There
that?
is a connection between the flat Earth and the Bible. There's a lot of
Okay.
things in the Bible, and anybody who's read passages or even the whole Book of Enoch will tell you that the Earth is flat based upon that.
What's the book? Some people don't know.
The Book of Enoch,
Yeah.
yeah. But
I said, what's the book of Enoch? Some people don't know. Like, if you can tell us in
uh,
brief.
it's basically it's one of the apocryphal uh, books that should be in the Bible. Anybody who knows about the Roman councils, the Council of Nicaea, etc., they they decided which of these which of the biblical texts were uh, you know worthy of being a part of the canon, and which
Hmm.
ones deemed apocryphal, which means you know basically not worthy of being or not truly inspired of God.
Right, right.
Uh, so you know, this is one of those books, along with
Okay.
a whole laundry list of books that I got. Um, I don't know, maybe later in the show, if somebody else hop on, I can go pick that up because I have it written down. I don't have it out here with me, and the fam in their sleep. But uh, if anybody's interested, I definitely can supply a list of books that are not in the Bible that should be. Uh, but as it relates, yeah, the Earth and its flatness is definitely mentioned and alluded to in the Bible. But the reason I say the Bible has more of a relationship or a direct correlation with uh, a spherical Earth is not because it says outright that the Earth is a sphere, but more so because of the cosmological, um, you know, uh, you know, connection that it has. By that I mean heliocentrism. Um, we're talking about sun gods, and we're talking about everything revolving around a sun-centered cosmos. Um, we're talking about you know the male bringing and being the supplier of life when we know that everybody came from that mama, and we know that that goes well. Everybody doesn't know, but true study will show you that you know uh, all true spiritual systems had a female at the head of that system. So I mean, as it relates, the Bible does speak about flat Earth, but the the main idea, the ego, and uh the I'm trying. I'm lost for words right now, but just the ego, the the male dominant type of uh setting that the Bible has is is conducive for a cosmology that uh you know is chaotic. It has no order. You know, uh, everything was an accident, and I just know at this point that that's just not the case. That's not how this place came to be. That's not true spirituality. That's male egotism that you're reading. You know, it's not it's not the truth. I don't want to. I'm trying to keep the answer short without because I get to rambling, talking too much.
Ah, no. You good? Cause I definitely was gonna reflect and redirect all of that. Good.
Yeah,
So, so basically, what I gathered from what you was saying was like, um, it fits the mental mind frame that's in society. Not necessarily today, but it's been pushed since the days when we was kids. It's been more man man first, and everybody else after. You know what I'm saying? And the whole system being set up and centered around the man or masculinity. Um,
right,
so it's more conducive to what the globe was utilized for. You know what I'm saying? To basically rewrite history. You know what I'm saying? As well as the Bible was utilized traditionally to rewrite the history of many original cultures across the world. You know what I'm saying? Many times this religion as well as other religions go into many settings where it didn't originate, and these people they do away with the ways of the people that came before them. They do away with the ways of their parents. You know what I'm saying? Not even people that they never met. I'm talking about people that raised them, took care of them, fed, clothed, sheltered them, and they do away with these things as to say, what got me here doesn't matter. You spent your
right,
whole life suckling off mama, depending on mama to, be there for you. But yet, the first person that you try to, look down on or look over, like even in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? They mention Mary, but it's like in a by the way type of manner. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Jesus had a mama.
right. And
Like how
that's so contradictory because well, not even contradictory, but it's just so wrong because God got this power to manifest Himself in human flesh, but He want to come through it in the most organic way instead of just coming out and just being God. Like, why
hmm
not just come on down? Why even go through the stages of? I mean, and I know the answer that Christians give because He wanted to set that He was the ultimate example, right? You know what I'm saying? But
right.
why even go to the stages of having to be born and learning how to walk and all that? That's ridiculous. Like, if you want to prove that you God, then why not just do that? Like, why you gonna have to learn how to read and shit? Like, that shit crazy as hell. Like,